Yes, good evening, students. So, today's topic is lymph. So many queries is there regarding the lymph among the students, and always they compare the lymph with the blood. Obviously, there are so many differences between blood and lymph. So, first of all, you understand the characteristics that is required to understand by you. First, what is lymph? Lymph is another type of fluid, also evolved in transportation. Means it also help in the transportation of different kind of substances, and it is also called tissue fluid. So, lymph is also called tissue fluid. How does lymph produce? So, the answer of this question will be given by in the second point. First, there are many microscopic pores, means openings, small openings are there in the blood vessel, that is called blood capillaries. When the blood capillaries, suppose the this is the blood capillaries, and these blood capillaries have to supply the food and oxygen to each and every cell. While they supplying the food and oxygen to each and every cell, they release some watery substance, plasma, to the adjoining area. Suppose this is the blood vessel, and they are releasing food and water molecules, and somehow you can say oxygen also. So these substances in form of dissolved condition goes to the cell, adjoining cells, and these are go with the help of plasma. So plasma is released from the blood vessel, and this plasma is accumulated in the different tissue. That's why this plasma is called tissue fluid. And I think you better understand that this tissue fluid is nothing but the lymph. Now what would happen if it will continue collected over there? If the tissue fluid collected alongside of the blood vessel, it will collected a lots of tissue fluid. So this tissue fluid is get collected by another vessel. It is blood vessel, but this is lymphatic vessels or lymphatic capillaries. These lymphatic capillaries and these lymphatic capillaries collect all the plasma along with them, and this plasma, as called as lymph, goes through lymphatic capillaries, and from lymphatic capillaries to the lymph vessels, and from the lymph vessels to the lymphatic organs. So in the second point you can read, there are many microscopic pores present in the walls of the capillaries, and some amount of plasma, protein and blood cells means lymphatic cells, mainly lymphatic, escape into the intracellular spaces of the tissue to form the tissue fluid or lymph. I think you understood. Next, the third number point that you need also try to understand. The third number point, it is similar to the plasma of the blood, but plasma is slightly pinkish in color, slightly pale in color, but the lymph has no color, it is colorless. So the main difference between the plasma and the lymph is the color that present in them. Plasma has a pinkish, or you can see slightest pale color, but lymph has no color. So I think you understood the point number 3 also. Now the point number 4. What is the point number 4? Lymph drain into lymphatic capillaries. What I told you about earlier, that when the blood vessel release the plasma, this plasma is taken, release the plasma. This plasma is obviously called the tissue fluid. This tissue fluid is collected by the lymphatic capillaries, and this lymphatic capillaries goes to the lymph vessel, and this lymph vessels again goes to the vein, open into the vein, and all the plasma again return back to the blood. Understood? So it is mentioned over here, lymph drain into lymphatic capillaries, means all the lymph goes to the lymphatic capillaries from the intercellular spaces, which join to form large lymph vessels, and these large vessels open directly into the veins. So I think students, we understood the main differences and the main characteristics of the lymph. Now we are going to understand the functions of the lymph. So first function, fat that is absorbed in the small intestine is carried to the all part of the body through lymphatic vessels, means blood does not help in the transportation of absorbed fat. Point to be noted, blood does not help in the transportation of absorbed fat, because this absorbed fat get collected in the heart or different places and cause blockage of the blood vessels. So lymph vessels carries all the absorbed fat to the different part of the body and accumulated all the fat under the skin if it is not used, and if it is used, then it will obviously get used by the cells. Second topic, it contains certain protein. Which kind of protein the lymph vessel contain? These are the protein called antibiotics. It contains certain protein which help in the formation of antibiotics. When certain bacteria or certain germs enter in your blood or enter in your body anywhere, to kill the germs, our blood produce antibodies, our WBC produce antibodies, and these antibodies is produced by certain protein, and these protein is present inside the lymph. So the protein that is present inside the lymph help in the formation of antibodies, and which obviously kills the microbes or microorganisms. So it is a very important point that you must understand. Another, that is the third topic, lymphocyte. This is the cell. This is the cell which is only present in the lymph. What I told, blood contains three kinds of cells, that is RBC, WBC and platelets. So WBC has five kind of cells: neutrophil, basophil, eosinophil, lymphocyte and monocyte. But in case of lymph only contain a single type of WBC, that is called lymphocyte, and this lymphocyte is the cell which helps in the killing of the microorganism or any foreign body which infect our body. When it comes inside in your body, it causes different kind of diseases, and this lymphocyte kills those disease causing microorganisms. So we come to know that the lymph is very important for our body, although it is not as active as blood, but it has a huge amount of activity in our body. Now I have already given you the main difference between lymph and blood. Lymph is colorless, blood is reddish in color. It is also known to you. Lymph has a part of a lymphatic system, means lymph circulate in another tract. It has no any relationship with the blood circulatory system. Point to be noted, it has its own vessels that is called lymphatic vessels. So lymph goes through the lymphatic vessels and it doesn't directly connect with the heart. Remember it. Blood is directly connected with the heart, but lymph is not directly connected with the heart. It helps in the body defense system, means it provide immunity and kills the germs which when it goes inside our body. While what does the blood do? Blood helps in the transportation of oxygen and carbon dioxide and different kind of substances like hormones, waste products. It is also already learned by you. It contains plasma and certain WBC. Obviously I already told you. And in the third number point, in case of blood contain both plasma, RBC, WBC and platelets and all. Yeah, a very little amount of oxygen is carried out by lymph. Means lymph carry oxygen also. Obviously blood has a main functions to carry carbon dioxide and oxygen. Another, lymph plasma lack protein. Lymph plasma has a little amount of protein, but blood plasma has a huge amount of protein with a different kinds of mineral, either with calcium, phosphorus and many more things. Obviously, if I talk about the nutrient, which kind of nutrient is supplied by the lymph help in the transport of fat, whereas glucose and protein is mainly transported by blood. Lymph flow very slow because it is not connected with the heart, so it does not have a proper circulation in a body. So its circulation is done by the different kinds of lymph node that is present in the different places. It is present over here in the armpit and many places. So these nodes pump and help in the transport of the lymph, whereas blood is transported with the help of heart. So I think you have understood many more things from about this it. So learn it and note all the important